What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach, if it's your first time dropping in, and we've got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about going on in crypto right now. It's all good stuff, too. Mostly across the board, we are seeing green candles, which, hey, we love to see that. And it's happening right now with Bitcoin. It's hard to believe that Bitcoin was at 49,000 earlier this week on Monday, but we talked about how crucial this week was going to be in order to see what Bitcoin would do, how much it would recover. And I want to give you guys some of the nitty gritty, some of the things we're looking at, and some of the macro evidence that we're recovering really nicely here. Now, are we completely out of the woods? Nobody really knows. There are downturns within a bull market. And there will be more. There will be more drawbacks. And this flash crash that we saw on Monday quickly recovered. But now we're getting, dangerously close to fully recovering from that Monday crash. And again, like I said, there's a lot to get into here. So this crypto news video is for you. We do a ton of these breaking crypto news videos out there. Make sure you guys smash the like button for us. Subscribe down below if you have not already. Ring the notification bell to get notified every single time we put out another video. We go live every Monday through Friday. And so let's jump in here. There are some important things I want to show you guys. Wrecked Capital, one of the best, I think, accounts to follow on X, said, can you believe Bitcoin was at 49,000 on Monday? Hard to believe here. Bitcoin, crypto, coming back strong with a vengeance here. As you guys can see, overall market's up 8% right now. Bitcoin at 59,700. Ethereum was up 10% earlier, reclaiming 2,500. Look at Solana pressing up. XRP, one of the leaders right now in the clubhouse, is a top gainer. 26% move here today in the last 24 hours for XRP. This coming on the heels, obviously, of the big news yesterday with XRP winning the lawsuit. It's coming to an end, baby. That is massive, massive news for XRP. But when it comes to this overall market, man, the volatility is insane. We've went from extreme fear to neutral, all in the matter of 3-4 days. It's absolutely crazy. Now, we got news here that the United States is about to launch a $50 billion Treasury buyback program. And this is one of the big narratives going on right now. What are the Feds going to do? And will it help crypto? Will it help the stock market? Will it help the economy? Because we have not seen retail money come back into crypto yet. Albeit we saw a Bitcoin all-time high. It was really the institutions driving the price higher and people with deep pockets, some of that retail money. But we're talking about the regular Jimmies and Joes like us, just the regular folk out there. A lot of these people have not come back. And a lot of it's going to hinge on, again, what the Fed does. And we had some breaking news come out 2 days ago that the United States is about to launch a $50 billion Treasury buyback program. So they're going to be buying back $8.58 billion here this month. And then in September, we're going to see a massive buyback. And this has people very excited because already people are excited about September for being a good month in crypto. But a $31.5 billion buyback in September could even help us further see a big burst in the markets. And then we're going to see a $10 billion buyback in October. So the stars are still aligning, I think, for a Q4 run-up here in the markets. And my question to all of you, and I want you guys to drop your responses down below. This is a very important question. So listen very carefully here. My question for you is this. What are you doing / how are you preparing to take full advantage of this market if, keep in mind, here's an if we only get a 4 to 6 month runway before we see a downturn in the overall global economy or markets at large. Because one of the scenarios that could play out here, and this is not exactly how I want it to play out, but it is something that could happen. And preparing for all scenarios is very important. What if we get like a 4 to 6 month run where they artificially pump the markets and things look great, and then we go into a deep recession? Now, listen, I don't want that to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But the recession fears are real, depending on how the Fed handles all of this. But for now, the money printers are back on. But many people believe that can't last. Even though the money printers are back on, it's putting a Band-Aid on the problem. Eventually, we're still going to have to go into a steep decline. But what if the market's pumped for 4 to 6 months? Are you prepared to take full advantage and then get yourself in a cash position before it all crashes? Because if you are, you're ready to win. That is how millionaires are made. Millionaires are made during terrible times in the markets, during recessions, during times of inflation. It's the people with cash that get ahead. So ask yourself that question. If you want to respond to it in the comment section, I want to hear from you. What's your plan if this happens? Do you think it'll happen? I want to hear from you down below. Now, there's more I want to get to in this video, but I wanted to bring this up because I think it's very, very important. Very, very important. So I think at the end of the day, crypto will be that true hedge against inflation. I do. But I don't think we're necessarily all the way there yet. Now, Rex Capital gets into some specifics here, and I want to show you guys some of the things they're talking about here today. They're speaking of the Bitcoin correction that happened on Monday. That was the Bitcoin correction many didn't fully appreciate, but wish would happen again. So if you were a buyer on Monday, obviously you look super smart here. And Bitcoin was at 49K, earlier here. Now, there's some other things that I wanted to get to here as it relates to what they've been talking about. And I saw some things this morning. So far, so good here. And they're talking about kind of filling these gaps right now. We're coming back up right now. And this is, again, Bitcoin chart here on the 1 month. Okay, this is on the 1 month time frame. So we are looking to close above 59,700, and we are very, very close in doing that. In fact, we are on the heels of doing that. We needed to do that this week. We're basically right there right now. And this is something that Rex Capital has been talking about for a while. If we go over to the Bitcoin chart and we zoom out here a little bit, just go back to the 1 day. Beautiful day here. I mean, an unbelievable daily candle here for Bitcoin as it continues to move up higher here. But if we take a look here, we're still seeing sell pressure on the moving averages. The only thing we've reclaimed is the EMA 10-day. But we are dangerously close from crossing over some other ones. And we're above it on the 200-day. Look at this, 59.4 on the 200-day. We need to close over 59,400 today and this week. If we continue to see these prices tick up and we reclaim these moving averages, my oh my, do things get interesting. Okay, again, this is the 1 day outlook. We were at 70,000 at the end of July. Okay, we're back at 60 after getting back down to 49 and some change, which is crazy. But we're not out of the woods yet here. We're not out of the woods. We're watching things closely. It's a great time to DCA here. But, going back to this overall theme, guys, I want you to remember this. When it comes to meme coins, there's a lot of them out there. Like this one I'm in right now, small cap. I've been taking profits. Okay, on all of these top meme coins that we're in. It is so important that you have an active strategy to take profits like crazy during these big run-ups. Ponky, I was in here at 20 mil. It started running up. We've profited big on it. Brett, we've taken profits. We still have a moon bag, but we were in here at 100 mil. I've profited. I've won these trades, guys. Every single altcoin you get into right now, in my opinion, I think you have to think about what's your long-term strategy. Make sure you're winning the trade, and where are you putting that net worth? Where are you putting that money? Where are you putting that capital? Are you putting it back into the stocks? Are you putting it back into stable coins? Are you putting it back into real estate? Prepare for the worst, because I think later on this decade, we're going to see some type of recession, a deeper recession. But right now, these are the times where millionaires are made. And even during those times, when you have capital, that's how you're going to get ahead. And I know sometimes people don't want to talk about this, but I'm just, again, preparing for this. Preparing for this. If it doesn't happen, great. We're still well off. If it does happen, we'll be even more well off when we come out of it. Because when we come out of deep recessions and everybody's calling for it, JP Morgan's now giving it a 35% chance by the end of the year. I know it's just a bunch of words and stuff. But if it happens and you have capital and you've been actively taking profits over these next 4 to 6 months, especially if we get this big run that we're expecting in Q4, you're going to be way more prepared than 99% of other people. And that is how you're going to win. Period. So this is the big breaking news that I wanted to bring you guys. Obviously, the markets are back. We've been looking at that. That's phenomenal. We've had a bunch of great projects here launch recently. Shout out to Nairo again. This thing continues to go crazy. This chart's been on the up and up. We've had Ginnin, another big one on Sol. This one's looked great on the up and up. But all this to say, take your damn profits, have a plan, and think long term, guys, because if things turn for the worse for a little while, you're going to be so happy that you that you set yourself up and were, presented with a great opportunity then to buy assets at much, much cheaper prices because you have the capital. So the markets are looking great. We're bouncing back. I gave you the figures we need to look at, reclaiming these key moving averages for Bitcoin. And all of it is right there in front of us. It's just having a plan in place for all different things that could potentially happen. And we talked a lot about this on our X Space earlier today. And I think we're in a great position here. To make a lot of money in the next 4 to 6 months. But for me, I'll be stabling up. I'll be putting it back into real estate, putting it back into stocks, and keeping cash positions. Everything else but Bitcoin and Ethereum for me will be sold. Period. That's my strategy. It's kind of simple. Call me crazy. Call me conservative. Call me whatever you want. But I just want to share with you guys, how I'm thinking about things right now. And again, planning for the worst, hoping for the best, planning for all scenarios. So hopefully you guys get value out of this. And this isn't a hype man channel. This isn't like everything's going to the moon tomorrow. When things are good, we say it. When things are not good, we say it. When we feel a little, somewhere in between, we say that. And we just give you guys what's on our minds all the time. So if you appreciate that, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any content. Appreciate you guys. It's a great day to be alive. Get out there and make some money. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.